We're here at LaudenGolf in our Intel series. I'm holding a Durometer. It's a $400 device that tells every golfer how soft your insert is. If you're buying a club at a big block discounter, they have to have one on the floor to be able to sell you the right putter. Because depending on your speed and tempo of your putt, the durometer reading of the insert is very important. So if you hit the ball very hard or you kind of bang the ball by the hole, get a softer insert. That's one device missing at the big block discounter. The most important device they're missing is an oscillator. You cannot tell the CPM, the true flex, or the purity of a shaft without this. So if you go to a PGA Superstore or some other stores in North Florida, they don't have it. They shouldn't be reshafting clubs. They shouldn't be selling clubs with graphite. Steel is 98% pure. Graphite is 20% pure. You've got to check your graphite for its true flex value and if it's pure, kicking straight. But we're really here to talk about silk screening. You know, we just went to one of the big block discounters and we were just checking all the wedges on the market that they had laid out in Titleist, Cleveland, Callaway, and we started to look at their bands. They say dynamic gold, but if you go down to the A flex, there is no silkscreen. It's not a dynamic gold. So anybody can put a label on up here, but if it has inspected the tubular manufacturer's quality inspection of 3 points, that's the X-ray for uniformity cylindrically, the roll test, and if it's been plated properly. Here is a very expensive shaft. And if we look closely, it's oxidized. It's rusting. It did not pass inspection. No silkscreen. So you're going to get your shafts rusting after 1 year. They could be slightly warped. And they could possibly break on a relatively hard swing. So make sure your shafts are silkscreen. Maybe you don't know what that is. Let's take a look what real silk screening is. Now, if you're buying a Project X rifle, it doesn't need to be silk screens. If you're buying a KBS, you don't need to have that silk screen. It's proper. But when you're buying a dynamic gold, it has to be silk screen. Let's take a look at this set over here. This is a set of Cleveland's, one of the most sought after shafts, which is the Sensicore. Hard to find, but we'll go down to that A length. That's what we're talking about. That's silk screening. Okay, you can see it's silk screen telling you that it passed inspection at the manufacturer. So when you go shopping, make sure your wedges and putters and irons that you're buying are silk screen and of what we call first quality run. If the shaft doesn't inspect the X-ray and the roll, it will not be silk screened. That's important when you're buying quality equipment. So let's go to the discount store right now and take a look at what they have.